Hi friends, Cole Chance here in Austin, Texas. Love this place. Happy to be here for a little bit before I stay on the move. And go ahead and come to your seat. I'm sitting up on a bolster, so if you have a blocker or bolster, go ahead and sit up on it. And let's just go right into the medicine. Close your eyes. And begin to tap into the breath, your inhale and your exhale. Maybe it's the first time you've thought about it today. And notice if there's any places of tension, like it's hard to, there's any scratchiness or any reservation on a full exhale or inhale. I've noticed lately it's been hard for me to fully exhale, so just watch the patterns. They change. So stay with that breath. Feel where your hands are touching your thighs, where your legs are touching the earth. And on your exhale, begin to root down with the tailbone. And on inhale, reaching up through the crown of the head. You may have gained an inch or two. Next inhale, bring the heart forward slightly. And exhale, drop the shoulders even more. Inhale, crown of the head. Exhale, root with the tail. Continue that breath. And my invitation today is to really see this practice not as so much of a self-improvement or becoming something better, but to get to know yourself as you are. So more about acceptance than transformation. And just loving on ourselves. So once more, inhale, crown of the head. Exhale, root the tailbone. Inhale, bring the heart slightly forward and let your exhale drop the shoulders down. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, hands, heart center, really pressing the fingertips into each other. Inhale, lift up, gaze up. And exhale, really pressing in together all the way down to heart center. Once more. Inhale up. And exhale, bring it to center. Let's take the right hand off to the right side. Inhale, reach and lift. You can remove the cushion or you can leave it where it is for a moment. Reach, reach, reach. Spiral the heart open. Really extending the fingertips out. So all the way from the fingertip to the hip, you can feel opening. Take the hand to the back of the head. Push the head back into the hand. Inhale here, and we'll begin to move with breath. Exhale, elbow towards the knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Once more, elbow to knee. And lift all the way up, and we'll switch sides, left hand down to the ground. Inhale, reach over to the left side. Rotate the heart open. Take the hand to the back of the head. Inhale here. And exhale, curl. Inhale. And exhale. Twice more with your breath. In and out. Coming all the way up. Let's get into the neck. We're really working on neck and shoulders here. Just bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Like we were doing when we were breathing, bring the heart forward, shoulders down. The tendency is because there's tension that we bring the shoulders up. So really focus on that. And we'll take the left arm out. So you can leave the fingertips on the ground or you can just reach out to the side. Feel where there's a good amount of activation. It shouldn't be too hard to find. You can turn the hand up and down. You can also turn the gaze up and down. Really finding those nooks and crannies, and notice when the breath, it wants to stall when you find some areas of tension. And the practice is to really keep it engaged so we learn to breathe during discomfort, which allows the nervous system to settle on down. And let's just take the gaze all the way down in front. Take the hands to the back of the head and add a little weight if that feels good. So opening up the back of the neck here. Breathing. If the hands are too much, just bring chin to chest. Inhale, open the heart, bring elbows wide, gaze up. Support the head with your hands. You can even take your thumbs right at the base of the neck and kind of pull up a little bit so you get a little bit of traction here as well. And release. We'll take the left shoulder to the left ear to the left shoulder. Take the right hand out. Same thing here, finding the areas of tension, breathing into them. Slightly different on each side. Maybe moving the arm as well. Couple more rounds of breath. Breathe it open. And release. Again, bring chin to chest. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Fully exhale. And then inhale, heart forward, elbows wide, gaze up. And hands can come down. Bring the feet out in front here. Bring the hands behind. Fingertips facing towards your bum. We're going to go into altar pose. So we're going to push into the hands, push into the feet, lift the hips, and then drop the head at the end. So this is opening up the shoulders, opening up the heart. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring the hips down, bring the legs long. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees here as much as you want. We don't want a rounded back, so if coming forward looks like this to you with a natural curve in your back, then stay here. We're wanting to stretch and get into the hamstrings while keeping integrity in the back. So finding length. Inhale, reach the heart forward, more towards the toes. Exhale, maybe you come down a little bit, maybe you don't, but we're keeping length is what we're looking for. One more inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back up towards the hips and back into altar pose. So plant the feet, roll the shoulders back, bring the heart forward. Inhale, push into the feet, push into the hands, altar pose. The last thing that happens is that the head comes back. If it doesn't feel good to you, then leave it out. Definitely listening to the body. Inhale here. Exhale, release. This time, let's cross the feet. Come down onto the belly. Bring the hands outside of the shoulders. Bring the chin down to the ground. Fully exhale here. Elbows are up. Inhale, begin to lift the chest. Drop the elbows back to lift the chest even more. Really pushing into the tops of the toes and the pubic bone. Pull the belly in to protect the low back and exhale, fold forward. Twice more like that. Inhale, elbows up. We push away, and once you get about halfway up, you can drop the elbows, belly in, pushing into the pubic bone, and exhale, come forward. Lay it down. Once more. Inhale, we push up. Let's bring the hands all the way down. We're going to bring the right shoulder down towards the ground. So bending the elbows, gazing towards the left. So staying right here for a moment. You can drop the head if that feels good. Inhale back to center. Drop the left shoulder. Gazing towards the right. Inhale back to center, and then once more with breath, exhale towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale towards the right. Come back to center. Make a little pillow with your hands. Rest one of your cheeks down. Just feeling the body breathe into the floor, into your mat. Maybe give your hips a shake. We'll do a couple things for back strengthening. A lot of times the strengthening the muscles can really, really help with the back pain. So let's bring the chin down to the ground. Bring the hands down by the sides. Actually, we'll bring them behind the back, interlace them. Pointing the toes back. The same thing, we're going to press the tops of the toes into the ground, the pubic bone into the ground. Roll the shoulder blades back and together as if you were going to touch your elbows together. And then bring the fists towards the heels. So watch where your gaze is. It should be just kind of on top of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. We don't want to bring the neck back. We want it to be in a natural curve. So we're really strengthening the back muscles. And release. Make that little pillow again. Take the left or the other cheek to the hands. Letting the body breathe. And we come back. Once more. Hands come together, switch the cross of the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift, bring the fist towards the feet. Gaze is remaining down. Breathing here. Feeling strong. And release. Plant the hands, push back, child's pose. You can have the knees together. So this is traditional child's pose. The knees will be together and the hands will be back. This will also help to protect the low back. So there's a little bit of a rounding. You can also do a variation with the hips, with the knees wide and reach the arms out, whichever one feels better for you. So breathing here, finding length in the back if you're extended. Just feeling a sense of rootedness in either variation. About 5 rounds of breath here, just using this as sense of safety. This pose is sense of safety, surrender, feeling comfortable here, feeling at home. One more inhale. Sigh out. Bring the hands forward. Come into tabletop position. So cat and cow, we'll drop the belly, bring the heart forward, gaze up, cow pose. Push the ground away, cat pose, belly to spine, spine to sky. Inhale, come forward. And exhale. Couple more times with your breath. If you want to add any movements here, do so. Make it organic, make it feel good in the body. And we'll meet in tabletop. Bring the right arm up. Open the heart. Kind of lean back into the shoulders. And then we'll exhale. Bring it all the way down to the ground. The left arm can stay on the ground, or if you'd like to follow me a bit farther, we can bring the left, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, wrap it around the back. Maybe you grab the thigh. Maybe it stays behind the back. And gazing up over the left shoulder. Breathing here. Calm, steady breath. Next, inhale, the left arm lifts. Exhale, plant. And we open all the way back up towards the right. And then bringing that hand down. And we'll switch sides. So inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, bring it all the way down to the ground. Staying right here, inhaling right arm up. Bringing it behind the back. Maybe towards the inner thigh. Maybe just behind the back. Lean into the shoulders, gazing up. And inhale, we reach. Exhale, plant the hand, push the ground away, and we come all the way back open. Plant the hand. One more cat-cow. Inhale, forward. Exhale, push the ground away. Cross the ankles, sit back onto the heels in cross-legged position. Let's take the feet actually together, Baddha Konasana. Let's get into the hips a little bit here. Take the hands around the ankles, heart forward, shoulders down. Breathing here, opening the hips, keeping the heart wide and open. This kind of feels like a proud pose, like a courageous pose. Collarbones wide. And let's open the legs. Let's flex the feet back. Begin to walk the body forward. Notice when the toes start to come in, we want to keep them up. So we'll just come forward until the toes, while the toes can still be coming up. So maybe that'll be on your elbows. Maybe you'll have a block. If you do have a block, it's really nice to put the block underneath the head. Release the neck. So just staying here a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling sensation, noticing. Walking the hands over towards the right. Turn the body, the heart, the belly towards the toes, and begin to walk down. Really reaching the heart towards the toes here. Just one more breath. In and out. And we'll slither over to the other side. So bringing belly, heart, everything towards the toes. A couple rounds of breath here. And walking back up. Let's come back to a seated pose. If you have that block or a bolster, then bring it back underneath you to bring your hips up. Close the eyes down. And just feel into any space that you created. You know, self-care doesn't have to be, you don't have to take off a whole day or a whole week. You know, if we can get into a habit of making little bits of time for ourselves, you know, our body really, really gobbles it up. So notice the difference between when we were in this position prior and in it now. And thank yourself for showing up today. I thank you for letting me be part of your practice. Let's bring the hands together, bring the thumbs to the third eye. And we'll bow forward together to seal our practice and say namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me at Om Yoga Tribe. Please head over to my website, coldchanceyoga.com. I have lots of events and retreats coming up. Would love to meet with you in person, connect with you in person, and explore a beautiful country, explore your practice. Also have 1 hour flows for purchase on there as well. Lots of good things on there. Starting a blog, trying to start a blog. We'll see how that goes. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.